Hi everyone, welcome to F1 Podcast. Thanks very much for tuning in. Since our last podcast, Max, there's been a Spanish Grand Prix won by Mr. Mark Webber. And Max, it's pretty obvious what you're going to say, but let me just ask you, what were you thinking about Mark Webber winning in Barcelona?
Great win. Was petrified as they were all coming down to that, going down the long straight and into the first right-hander.
Yeah.
Very
Edgy
worried,
seat, mate. Edgy seat.
Very worried, mate. And when he finally came out on top, he was always going to be hard to beat. There's no doubt about it. But Lewis Hamilton scared the shit out of me. I thought he was going to take Mark, but. He didn't, and Mark drove, I thought, a sensible race.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, mate, he was reeling off, fastest lap after fastest lap, and a wonderful victory.
Yeah, wasn't that spectacular seeing all those fastest laps, and I was worried that the race was going to turn a little bit boring, but there was plenty of overtaking, especially at the back markers, Max, but there was plenty of action. And it's the first time that Mark Webber has ever won a race from start to finish in that fashion, and it was very, very exciting for me, mate. I was loving the race. A little bit sorry for Lewis at the end with his wheel problem, hitting the wall there. I feel sorry for him. And there was a lot of feistiness on our channel, Max. A lot of comments from you guys about Lewis, both for and against Lewis.
There was.
And for me, it was just bad luck for Lewis. These things happen, and I was sorry to see him lose the podium, and but that's the way it goes.
I don't think that there was anyone at the Circuit de Catalunya that was upset that Lewis's wheel rim failed and he blew his tyre.
Yeah.
Of course, it put their man Fernando Alonso in P2, and I think Fernando was genuinely surprised to be in P2 or to finish in P2 and during the post-race press conference, but that's Formula One, isn't it?
Absolutely. And what about Vettel in P3 nursing that car home? His brake disc, as we found out subsequently, split. And he was braking very early and just making sure he nursed the car home. And I think he even had a purple sector, a fastest sector, during that time, so he did really well, mate. I was really impressed with Sebastian to nurse that car home in P3.
Yeah, I totally agree. Amazing when you consider it, from what we understand, he was called in on a number of occasions, and I thought it interesting looking at the in-car of him driving. He was really using the gears. He was really going down the gears to halt that car. And he put a lot of his brake bias to the rear, well, pretty much all of it to the rear.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a masterclass in fantastic driving. I remember his engineer coming on the on the microphone saying, "You're going too quick. Stop it. You don't need to do this." On a number of occasions, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. And the guy was giving, for someone so young, was giving a masterclass in how to drive primarily with no front brakes. So well done to him, and he came third, and well done to Red Bull getting a 1 and 3.
Well, with Webber winning the race, it really tightened up the championship as far as I'm concerned, mate. The championship's a lot closer now, and I was really, really happy to see that happen, regardless of Webber's victory, just to have a really close championship. Yeah. And now we're moving on to Monte Carlo, mate. A very, very challenging, very difficult circuit. A lot of fun, a lot of glamour, Max.
Oh, there's loads of glamour.
Yeah, and boats and girls and parties and all sorts of things happening, mate.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic, and who'd have thought? With a couple of minutes to go, or a minute or so to go, that one M. Webber Esquire would be in pole position. When you think about it, mate, Robert Kubica was killing them, and I'm so pleased to see that Renault are up there in Robert's hands, and Mark ended up getting him by 3/10.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a fantastic drive for Robert, and he's had a great weekend in Monaco.
3 Renaults in the top 3, a fantastic result for Renault.
You can't ask for more than that.
You can't, and it really shows what this Renault engine is doing. Not only is it probably down, I think they're saying about 30 horsepower on the Mercedes, but the aero package and just the way that Renault and the Red Bull are performing is just fantastic, mate. And I was obviously very happy to see Webber, and you're right, he was nowhere with a couple of minutes to go. He was P8 actually, and that Renault with Kubica was just bolted to the circuit as far as I could see.
Yeah,
then Webber came and took pole position. So it was awesome. I did love it, and we're going to have a very exciting race tonight, mate. Alright guys, enjoy the race. It's going to be a cracker, and we'll see you soon for the next video.
Go Weber. See you guys.
Bye.